Church, right?
Because, back before church ever even had a career, my company, Black Fly Music, which is Charlie P is the face of, we shot all Ryan's videos in the beginning. When he recorded at my studio out there over there. But no, to answer your question simply, no, definitely not.
Okay.
Definitely say I'm on the same side. We're just, it's kind of like an unspoken energy between me and him. I don't know if you watched the insurance video, the link that I sent you, but that was actually a response to Adam like a week after we fought. And Church had got on there and was talking about, something. He was talking about Johnny Cashville, but I took the clip out and used it as the intro to the video because it says featuring Adam Calhoun and Upchurch. And the only reason I put featuring them was not for no clout or anything like that, was because I took the clip from their video Die Tonight, and I inserted it into the video because one of my lines says, my favorite song of yours is Die Tonight. I love when you in church stand and dig your grave. My favorite part gonna be to put you in it.
Oh, damn.
And if you go and look at Die Tonight, it has like 61 or 62 million views, but it's the most views on any video that he has.
Damn.
Like, it's just very ironic, but all of this has went unnoticed or undetected because they literally have put a blackball on me.
That's crazy. We started too, by the way, just to let you know.
Yeah.
They blackballed you? Who, Adam?
Yeah. Yes. Adam, everybody.
Damn. Why?
Scared of me.
Said they scared of you?
Definitely scared of me.
How did you get into the I guess, beef with Adam in the first place? Right? Was it just like, did they try to, from your words, blackball you beforehand?
So I noticed Adam about a year prior to that. He had a video which is recent. It's been taken down now, but it was of him riding around the city of Nashville. He was in a Suburban, and it had presidential like flags on the hood. And he rode over the bridge, and then he went to a show. And this is like 2019 or 2018 that I noticed the video. And he gets out, and they roll out a red carpet at the show, and he walks down. It's like talking about him being the king and all this. So like I was already like alerted to him. Like, who is this dude? Like, who does he think he is? Like, why is he in Nashville? I thought he was from Nashville when I originally first seen it. But fast forward a little bit to when the fight happened. Haystack, who y'all know as Haystack, I know him as Jason. He was, we'll say, he was in need of assistance with someone to be able to provide a place for him because he was kind of living at a family member's house. I'm not going to throw anybody under the bus or try to talk down about him. But I will say, I helped him out, and I had a house that was next door to me that I'd remodeled, and it was coming up for rent. So I'd given it to him. And, because of circumstances, he couldn't put the electric in his name, or he couldn't put Wi-Fi and, get this. So I took care of all the bills, put them in my name. So that way he could, move in there and get back to work. And he had told me that he was going to work with Adam about 3 or 4 days before that studio session happened. And I told him no. And I know that sounds crazy, another man telling another man.
Yeah, I was about to say, what you mean you told him no?
Well, I told him no, just simply based off the fact, like, I was the one, paying for everything for him to travel, using all my, Southwest points for him to travel to his shows, paying for his hotels, paying for the accounts, having everything in my name. I knew that Adam had said something about stacking a music video with him and Justin Tom. So I told Stack no based off of those reasons. I said no based off of the investment that I had with him at the time in his life at that point. based off of, what it would do for his career, I felt like working with someone that had openly called him a pedophile or called him whatever they called him, whether Stack had been convicted or not, I was against it pretty much. We don't have to say that I said no, but I said no, like point blank. And he went behind my back and snuck off to the studio, I guess, because like at that point, me and Stack was every day. I mean, we would get up, we had our routine. We would go drink our coffee, go eat lunch. We'd figure out, if we're going to the studio, we'd talk about shows that were coming up, booking arrangements. We was on, I was pretty much in tune every day with what his schedule was. So for him to just be pulled off that morning, I was like, damn, I wonder where he went. But I didn't think too hard about it. Only because I got on Instagram and seen a picture of them at the studio, which I don't know why they would post a picture. I mean, Adam did it, which obviously that shows right there he's trying to use him. And I called Stack immediately when I seen the picture and was like, are you serious? Like, you're down there? Like, this dude literally openly has called you these, things. So these things, and you're down here. I was like, how much did he pay you? Immediately, because I know it's about money. How much did he pay you? And with Stack, that's all he cared about. So I said, whatever he gave you, I'll give you double to leave right now. Because I felt like he was going to ruin the progress I had made.
Okay.
I felt like he was going to, take away from what we were trying to do. And I don't think Stack really seen that because he's blinded by the money. So I was kind of just like, how much did he pay you? He didn't ever tell me. But I found out it was $5,000.
Adam Calhoun paid him $5,000 to be there.
Yes.
So wait, wasn't Adam just trying to diss him recently?
Yeah. Again.
But then he paid him $5,000 to hang out with him or work with him. But he was just dissing him. Huh.
And that was only 2 months after he had come out with that video with Justin Time. It was a music video. And in the video, he says something about like, some stay stack pedophile or some I don't know what he said, but it was literally only like 2 or 3 months prior to him wanting to work with him, which is why I was like, what are you doing?
And then he gave him $5,000 to support his cause.
$5K. And when I went down there, I told Stack on the phone, I said, whoever's there, I said, everybody needs to leave because it's my studio, number one. They would have never even have known about the studio had Jelly. Everybody's jumped my I don't know what you call it, man. Just jumped my my approval. Like it didn't matter. But it matters. Which we're all gonna see how it plays out. Because it's too late to turn back now. And they tried to lure me down there this last time with that country rap mixtape, my buddy was down there and he was like,
you was invited to that? Hold on, I don't want to jump to that. I do want to ask you about that, but I want to stay on so your homie was over there in the studio with Adam, right? He let you know you found out that he was there, and then what, you pulled up?
Oh no, as soon as I seen the picture, I called Haystack and I said, whoever's at that studio better get the fuck low because I'm on the way. And he's like, don't you come here. He's like, don't you come here. And he had one of my somebody I consider, that I respect. He had them call me while I was in line with him. They beeped in. He's like, man, don't come down here. I'm like, man, you ain't there. I'm like, stop trying to boo game me. I'm on my way. I'm vested up and everything. I don't know what they got down there. I ain't never met this cat before. I'm already not liking him for like the previous year, wondering like, why are you down here in the city anyway? You know what I'm saying? Like, what are you doing here? Even when I started seeing him with church, I was just thinking to myself, man, they exploiting everything they can out of this city. And I was upset with church in the beginning until we talked about it, because after the fight, I got to be able to, reach out and tell my side. And I believe, powers that be on the other side heard. And that led to a further, deeper investigation of things, because it was faulty to begin with. And they tried to make me look like the clown, but I'm not a clown. And they know that. But even in the footage of Adam and me, he's like, I'm clowning you in your little city. What are you doing down here then? That's what I want to know.
How did it get to that point exactly? Like, I don't know how to, because I saw the whole him walking up on you and trying to ask you to put your hands up, and he's been saying for years that you snuck him.
Well, they realized that I wasn't turning around, and I'm on the phone with Stack, and I'm like, man, y'all better be ready. I'm on the way. So I guess he got up and was like, man, this dude, I got a problem. What's coming down there? Whatever he told him, I don't know. But Stack did not set it up. I was in motion on Stack too. And I didn't bring no gang. I brought one person to hold video log. And I later took the tape to Johnny Cashville, but he got scared. But whenever I got there, Stack was outside at his car. And I ran up through the bushes. I ran up on him. And I just I was right in front of him, about a foot away. Was like, what's up? All right, go in there and get him. He's like, man, just chill, man. Don't do this, man. All right, I'm going to go get him. I know you are. Go get him. And so, I little boyed him. He walked in there, told Adam. Adam came out the door. As soon as he came out the door, he took one step. There's about 6 steps at the studio you can take down. So he took 1 down. I took 3 up and smacked the shit out of him. Off the rip.
That's crazy.
I wasn't there to talk no more.
You just popped him in his. So this is in the video where y'all squaring up, and you socked him in his eye, and he starts trying to charge you. So wait, wait. So you're saying you popped him already? You pow-powed him, like, right? Front hand, backhand, and then the footage comes up, and he's standing in front of you for like 10 minutes, telling you, "Come on, let's go. Come on, let's fight for 10 minutes." That's
I smacked him 3 times before the video ever came on.
What? So why was he standing there for so long, asking you to put your hands up? That just sounds so strange.
Yeah, he was scared. Well, he told me to come around to the side. He's like, "Come around to the side in the alley." Like, I ain't going nowhere. So yeah, you want to go video?
You got the video? I was about to say, you got the video of that? Send that to me.
I ain't got the video me smacking him.
I was about to say, send that to me.
Yeah, I ain't got that.
I was about to say, where was
you want to turn the camera on?
Nah, I'm not gonna turn the camera on. It's all good. Audio is cool. Audio is straight.
Yeah, I'll show you how I'm living.
So he like tries to run up, you pop him a few times. He does the video, tries to push you into the street. What, did they get breaking up? A bunch of people broke it up after that?
No, he pulled my hair. And I told him I'm not fighting him. He's going to pull my hair like a little bitch. He was rubbing his eye. But he's like, "Why are you in the street?" I was like, "Cuz this is my studio. I don't want a fucking lawsuit on my goddamn hands on the property. First of all, I'm staying out in the street. If you watch the video, I mean, I'm covering like a 12-foot radius, which is like a boxing ring." He says on the video, on his version of it, he's like, "I would kill you in the ring." And then he told people he bought a $75,000 boxing ring to fight Michael Curtis in. Won't say my name for anything. Won't address it at all. Have just tried to just blackball me underneath the whole time. And then for this to all, take place now, it's just like, well, Hosier, I talked to Hosier for about 30 minutes the other day. I was just like, man, just keep doing what you're doing, but don't let it take the focus off of what you're doing also for you. Like, they don't matter. It doesn't matter what they say.
That is crazy. And then after the fact,
to be able to
go ahead.
I want Church to be able to enjoy his newborn and enjoy the life that he's created for himself as a good life without having to deal with all these idiots who are basically trespassers.
Within what, the country rap community?
No, within the city limits.
Really? So it's trespassers. They're not allowed to be there, is what you're saying?
They're not.
Now, some people are saying that you made a video where you addressed things with Adam and you said sorry or something like that. You want to speak on that?
Yeah, so me and Stack had made a video that night after the fight happened, and it was kind of based off of the things. It was contingencies that were placed on, all right, well, if you do this, then I'll do this and I'll stick it out. You got to remember, I had lots invested in Stack at that moment in time. So I was trying to spare what I could from it because I seen it going south with him. Once he betrayed me and snuck off like a little girl to the studio, I was already livid at that point. There was no communication. I mean, that was just faulty as it gets. I mean, we're talking about tens of thousands of dollars invested into someone's livelihood. And it doesn't matter what it's for or what it was or what it is or what it ain't, because me and him know. So once he did that, there was nothing else he could say. So I was trying to kind of spare everything I could based off of the fact that this man lived in my house, literally, that I could. So I was trying to kind of like a publicity, you know, like if you had a publicist tell you, hey, Michael, you need to apologize for doing that.
So that's what it was. So he was the publicist in that situation?
He was not the publicist in that situation. His fiance at the time was.
So his fiance was the one that said, yo, go apologize so we can make things right for his business, pretty much.
Just to keep me from looking like a monster, like I just came down there to hate, which is what got made into anyway. It's kind of like what it got made into is that, you know, I was just clout chasing and coming down there with a gang of people to try to jump him, do all this. And it was never any of that. I don't like the fact of him being here. I don't like him coming to the city. I don't want him down here. And I've said that before and I'm saying it again. And, I think it's the last time we're going to hear from him around here.
You don't think he ever's going to go over there again?
I don't think so. But if he does, this is the one time I'm going to say it. It will be an issue. And there will be problems.
And Adam be looking for problems according to him. He said he was with all smoke and he run up on Walmarts.
I didn't see any of that. I didn't feel any of that from him. I didn't sense any of that from him. I didn't get that from him, but I have listened to his music and, you know, he says that shit all the time, but he don't stand on it and he hides. But I see him bully people that he believes are lowlier than him. I see him bully plenty. I see him go live with plenty of people that he feels like he's bigger than them. But if you listen to Insurance, that track I sent you, and I would love it if you, you know, broke it down and dissected it now that you know, because a lot of people didn't even know it was a diss.
You didn't know it was a diss at Adam?
Yeah, I didn't put Adam diss. I didn't do any of that. I just put it out as Insurance. But the reason I used Church as a clip in the intro is because he is the insurance.
For Adam?
Yes, for everything.
What do you mean?
Like Allstate. Got him covered.
You got Adam covered?
Church
has Adam
covered like Allstate.
Oh, he's covered. Like oh, you were saying you covering him.
Yeah.
Okay.
And that's big.
That's okay, big, so it was like you shouting him out, but then going at Adam is what you're saying.
Well, I didn't shout him out. He shouted me out. I was just kind of letting him know that in that video I watched, which is my favorite one of his, it's got the most views, 61 million, the Die Tonight. I said, I love you when you at church stand and dig your graves. My favorite part gonna be to put you in it.
To put Adam in it.
Because church even if you
Metaphorically.
watch the video, yeah, metaphorically, yeah, just in this rap game, you know, we going at each other, boom, boom. It ain't physical. We ain't talking about really, you know, killing each other, doing that. I mean, hell, I'm trying to get him in the ring at Redneck Brawl. You know, I mean, there's lots of ways to look at it. People can sit there and twist it and turn it and make it into whatever they want to make it, but we've been doing this for a long time. At the end of the day, it's time to nip it in the bud. It's time to get it out there, really what's up, really who's who. Because the fans need to know.
Okay. Hear what you're saying. Thank you for the support, Jason. Appreciate that. But let me ask you about this too, because a lot of people, they would like me to actually find out more about this. The whole Jelly Roll beef or situation. What's going on with you and Jelly Roll?
I think that's another interview. I think that's a completely separate interview, because to like divert from what I'm on subject matter wise with Adam and everything to what it is with me and Jelly. And it's an intriguing, interesting story. Jelly Roll and Michael Curtis. It gets very deep, and I can shape it for you from my side, and I want to do that. But I want to make it clear that I've been told, even on a 3-way, 4-way call with Charlie P, Kentucky Boy Entertainment, Adam Calhoun, and Michael Curtis, that after I do this album with Tom McDonald, I've bought a boxing ring to fight you in. And if I'll just chill, because that's why I had to make the apology and come on, because if I just chill, then we'll do the boxing ring. But that was 2.5 years ago. Then he tried to send Lucky Chucky to fight me. And Lucky Chucky signed the contract, and 2 days before we were supposed to fly to Philadelphia to fight, he calls me and has A&E on 3-way with me, and their attorney is like, yeah, he's just because he's going to be on 60 days in a couple of days, we can't really risk him getting hurt. And I'm like, man, this is some BS.
All right, so I'm gonna ask you a direct question, and if you don't want to like detour into, I guess, Jelly Roll too much and make the whole interview about him or conversation
go
about
ahead.
him,
If you
I definitely understand.
Everything. Yeah.
All right, so I just want to ask. Go ahead.
If you as the host want to coexist it and co-mingle it, then I'm not against it. I'm just saying I would think talking about it would be different. But go ahead. Ask your question, brother.
So with Jelly Roll, is there an issue with you and Jelly Roll? Is there a beef? People keep mentioning some tour bus. Would you like to break that down?
What about the tour bus?
That's what I'm trying to figure out. Did something happen? Were you guys like supposed to link up or something?
Yes.
So
something happened for sure. Yes. We were supposed to link up. His tour bus driver, they obviously was getting their groceries at the Kroger near one of my condominiums, and actually happened to be next to the place where I get my oil changed. And I was standing outside on the side smoking, and the bus driver was like, hey, what's up, man? Your name's Nash, ain't it? And I was like, yeah, but what's up? And he was like, oh, nothing, man. This your tour bus right here. I'm like, oh, is it? He's like, yeah. I'm like, okay, what's up? Where we going? You know, we was just bullshitting. I never seen this dude a day in my life. He's like, man, I'm just kidding, man. He's like, this somebody's tour bus, man. I'm like, that's what's up. I'm like, you know Jelly? And he's like, yeah, I know Jelly, but he didn't never tell me it was Jelly's bus. I'm like, yeah, I know Jelly. What's up, man? Tell Jelly, man, Nash said, what's up, man? Tell him Nash said, I like everything he's doing, man. It's all love. Tell him to holler at me, man. See if we can chop it up. about some things. He'll know what you're talking about. I said, all right. So I gave him my number. A couple of hours later, he hits me and he's like, what are you doing tomorrow? Celebrity softball match, 3:30. Can you be there? I called him. He didn't pick up. But I was downtown Nashville at one of my bars walking on the sidewalk and I bump into his ass with his girlfriend, like literally like 20 minutes after he tried to call me. And so as soon as I bumped into him, I could tell he was acting funny. And I said, man, he's being weird. So I texted him back and I was like, all right, cool. Celebrity softball game tomorrow, 3:30, but he never texted me back. So I just showed up the next day based off of the contingency of the conversation we had. And he showed up too. Jelly showed up and there was about 500 people in between us. You got any cigars? Let me get a cigar. And he jumps out of the truck and he's like, what? He jumps out the truck. Yeah, I told him basically that hold on just a second.
Mm-hmm.
I gotta park my truck real quick.
No problem. Thank you again, Jason Adams. Appreciate the support. You said what?
So Jelly gets out of his truck and he's like, what's up, Nash? There's like 500 people in between us. I was like, what's up, bro? He's like, he waves me over there. I get over there. And when I get over there, I get about 10 feet away and he says, officers, arrest this man. And he points his finger at me. And I'm like, what the hell? I go straight into cuffs. When he says it, he says, I have an order of protection against this man. And he's been following my tour bus for 3 days. He's following my family. Now, I have screenshots of text messages and messages from Instagram of me and Bunny talking. The day he had the show at the Ryman, she's like, oh, we didn't know you're outside right now. Hold on. We're going to come out there and get you.
So you saying Bunny invited you?
I wasn't invited, but I told her I was coming. I said, I'm going to be outside. I said, I'm outside. Where you at? And she messages me back later, like 3 or 4 hours later. She's like, oh, sorry, babe. We didn't know you was outside. And I'm like, okay. I'd been talking to her about 2 weeks prior to that about coming on her podcast. So that's a lie. It was all lies. He said he had an order.
You showed up to their tour, with one of their shows to go on the podcast?
No, I'd been talking to Bunny on Instagram about coming on the podcast weeks before this ever even happened in May. Before the charges ever got put on me at the softball game, I was talking to Bunny probably 3 weeks prior.
So you went to the softball game too? Wait, sorry. So when you said that you sent her the message and said I was outside, why was you outside? Why did you go there? Was you going to try to see a performance or something? Or?
I was going to try to see Jelly Roll to talk to him about some things we had been talking about since 2015. And he got me escorted out of a show in Florida with Brantley Gilbert and him that I paid like $2,500 for VIPs for me and 3 people. And then once I got back there, the show was already over. And JG and all his people would ever seen me. They went back there and told him. About 10 police came up to me or whatever and was like, you got to leave. I was like, man, I got VIP passes. What the fuck you mean I got to leave? They're like, yeah, the artists, both of them said they don't want you back here. Well, Brantley Gilbert never even knew me. So he was just basically saying whatever Jelly said. But that happened in May. And then, so a month later, I was back in Nashville. I'm still trying to get to the bottom of it because Jelly owes me a lot of money.
Or kicking you out when you got VIP?
No, hell no. I'm talking about hundreds of thousands of dollars, damn near millions.
What do he owe you money for?
It doesn't matter. I'm obviously not getting it, am I?
I wouldn't know if you're not getting it or not. I don't know what the money is for or the reason.
I'm getting made to be out to be a murderer whenever Worm died, they tried to put him in my house. You know what I'm saying? He wasn't even there 2 weeks. I had to make a deal on the phone with the district attorney about Jimmy Womack, and he'll be in a safe environment, safe spot. And then Chad Arms, all of them started coming in, filming over at my spot. And I came over there and he tried to put the camera on me. I'm like, motherfucker, don't ever put that camera on me. You know what I'm saying? I don't want you here. I don't want you over here. I told him don't come back. And I told Worm, they can't be here. It was against what he was supposed to be doing. The district attorney said nobody's supposed to be over there.
Did you stalk Jelly Roll? Because that's what people are saying the accusation is. Did you stalk Jelly Roll? Was you arrested for stalking him?
I was arrested for stalking him based off of a statement he made saying that he had an order of protection against me.
And he did. It wasn't just a statement. He did have an order of protection against you, right?
He never had an order of protection against me in his life.
So wait, so they arrested you based off of him just making a statement up that he had order of protection against you. Did the charges stick? Did you go to court for? So the charges did stick. You went to court for this?
He was subpoenaed 3 times to court. I went to court for 15 months.
And they found you guilty of stalking him.
No, the case was dismissed and everything was expunged from my record.
So you wasn't found guilty is what you're saying. You wasn't charged. With a way.
He wouldn't face me. I subpoenaed him 3 times. My attorneys, I paid them $500 every time to subpoena him. And we could have took a deal 2 times before I said no. I said, I want him to come to court.
Okay. So from what you described,
he's on here talking about,
God.
Oh, let's get Eminem and MGK to sit down and work their beef out. Well, what about, that's kind of like someone saying, let me take the splinter out of your eye and I have a rafter in mine.
Okay. So what you're pretty much telling me is Jelly Roll didn't want to talk to you. He didn't want to actually connect with you, but you kept pursuing this meetup so you can actually ask him about some things. He said that you was stalking him and you got arrested.
Yeah, but he would never tell me that himself.
He sent someone to tell you hey, he doesn't want to talk to you.
No, he did not.
How did you know that he didn't want to speak to you at these previous events? Was it are the police escorting you out or him not responding?
It was after everything. Well, it was after everything based off of Worm's death and everything happening after the fact and basically trying to disconnect from me and make it out. They said that I caused Worm's death. I was the one that killed Worm. I sent people to kill Worm. All these things, all these rumors were made up and said about me, and doesn't want to have that money talk with me.
I still don't know what this money is for. Right? It sounds like I'm only hearing one side of it. If you don't want to talk about the money's for, whatever. But if you're going to try
I don't know why I would, especially with someone that it has nothing to do with.
I don't have anything to do with any of these situations that you've already spoken to me about.
No,
but you still did it.
Especially though. You don't have to know how much. You don't have to know what for. You don't have to know why or what or any of that. It's irrelevant.
I don't have to know any of these things, but you still tell me. But whatever. I'm not trying to convince you to share whatever details of whatever you don't want to speak about. I don't really care. I care about the truth and the actual facts, right? And if it's documented that this guy, Jelly Roll, even though I don't really like the guy as far as him selling his soul and signing and doing a whole lot of other shady stuff and eating his boogers, still, if he's saying he doesn't want to talk to you, he doesn't want to be around you, and he doesn't want to, have any kind of conversations with you, if you were to continue to keep going to places that he coincidentally is, like his shows or a celebrity baseball game or the supermarket or wherever, right? You can see how that would be perceived as you stalking someone, especially if they're saying they don't want to have a conversation with you.
Well, I think anyone who is a Jelly Roll fan and buys a ticket to more than one show per year is a considered stalker, honestly. They're stalking him more than I am. If I have reason to be there and talk to you, And before all this fame came along and everything got in the way between, it was easy to have a conversation. But now it's became a spectacle. So
I don't think people that pay to see his shows or support him as stalkers. But I do think that
I don't believe someone that shows up to have a conversation with someone stalking them either.
But what if they don't want to have a conversation with you? What are you going to force them to have a conversation with you? You're going to just keep on popping up on them until they have a conversation with you?
No, especially not after someone has you arrested, set up to be arrested. I mean, set up. Not even just like have the motherfucker call and be like, hey, man, tell him like, don't come over here. Like, I don't want to talk to him. Like, set up.
All right. So when you tried to talk to him the first time, what happened? Did you talk to him, or did anyone express that he didn't want to talk to you by you not getting to talk to him within the first few times that you tried to speak to him?
The first conversation we had in 2022 about the money was, Villain, man, let me do what I'm doing. I'm working this stuff out with country music. I got it figured out. Villain, I got it figured out. Just give me a little bit longer. Okay, cool. When? That was the 3 conversations ago. Now the past 2 have been, one, being kicked out of a show in Florida by police. Then I'm like, all right, boom, another state, another city.
That was sign number 1. That was one of the main signs. First sign right there.
Well, that was sign number 1. I'm not getting my money.
Was sign number 1 as well, that he didn't want to talk to you or be associated with you as well. I don't know about the money. You don't want to talk about that.
Well, that's what I'm telling you about, though, because you want to say,
you're not telling me about the money, though. You just said you're not telling me about the money.
No, I'm telling you, that's what it's about, though.
Would you like to tell me what he owes you money for?
He bought some horses from me.
And he never gave you the money for the horses that he bought from you?
And he never gave me the money.
This is before you had VIP tickets to the show?
Yeah, this is 2015, 2012, 2014.
Why did you never take that to court? Wouldn't that have like saved you a bunch of time instead of like trying to meet up with him and discuss things with him in person? Why wouldn't you just take that to court if he owed you money for a business deal that you're saying that he bought some horses from you?
You're breaking up. I couldn't hear you. What?
I'm breaking up. I said, why didn't you report it to, go get your money? Why didn't you take him to court for the money that he owes you for the horses that he bought from you?
I could. I have attorneys and I will have plenty of ammo that I could shoot as far as litigation is concerned. But I'm over it. I've chalked it. I'm done talking about it with the public out here. I'm not.
If you was over it, why did you keep trying to talk to him about it?
Well, at that point, I wasn't over it. You got to understand, that was June 7th, 2023.
So that's what I'm trying to ask you is, at that point, why didn't you take it to court if he owed you money? You're a businessman, right? You said that you've made some investments. Why didn't you take him to court if he owed you money for a sale of horses?
Well, after I was arrested, things kind of spiraled out of control on my end, as far as what I could do at that point was get through the hurricane of issues that they, put on me basically by doing that. But if I'm wrong for going somewhere where I think I'm going somewhere to be, taken care of on something that I'm promised years prior, and then I get there and get arrested and made into a stalker.
You are talking in circles. Why didn't you go to court instead of going to try to talk to someone who didn't want to have conversations with you in person and showed multiple times they didn't want to speak to you? Why didn't you go to court? And then you end up getting arrested because you wanted to go there in person. Why didn't you go to court? There's no form of accountability from you at all. You got arrested because you kept trying to follow someone and meet up and talk with them when they didn't want anything to do with you. That's why you got arrested. There's no accountability at all. We could have been moved past this if you was just like, yeah, you know what? I was stupid. Should have just went and took it to court. You know, it was a while back. I got,
it was stupid, but I didn't, it was a stupid situation, but I did not see it as how
situation.
Had I known, yeah.
What about decision or action that you done?
Well, if I thought that was what was going to happen, do you think I would have went there and did that and showed up? Do you think that if I knew like, oh, he's going to have me arrested and say I'm stalking him, I would show up? No, of course not.
All right. So from with the knowledge you have now, would you have taken him to court instead of going to meet with him over and over again when he didn't want to talk to you? You still wouldn't have taken it to court. Why not?
No.
Why not? Why not? Why wouldn't you have to take it to court if he owes you money, if it was a money situation? Hello?
Yeah, I'm here.
All right, maybe it was breaking up. You wasn't able to hear my question. Why not take it to court?
I'll leave that for you to figure out.
It's for me to figure out why you wouldn't have taken it to court. Maybe it's because he didn't buy no horses from you?
No, he didn't.
Okay.
If he didn't pay for them, they're not purchased.
Okay, maybe you weren't selling any horses. You had a bunch of horses, and instead of actually taking care of your damn horses on whatever ranch you're on, instead you just kept trying to meet up with him to have a discussion that he did not want with you. And even now, with the knowledge you have to this day, you're saying you wouldn't take it to court? You wasn't selling no fucking horses. In that case, you got to just hold that L, bro.
Yeah.
You got to just eat that. You got to eat that L. You was out here moving foul, nigga. If you out here moving foul, maybe that's why he was picking his nose for boogers and shit, because some of them horses, he was out here giving him and shit like, I ain't from the street. I know what the fuck you're saying. Get out of here with that. You got to hold that L. You shouldn't have been stalking him for some shit you got to hold an L for, nigga. That sounds crazy. It's either you fucking go full way there or you go the business route and do things accordingly. Ain't no such thing as halfway crook out here. You was moving halfway crook in these streets, nigga, and you got done. It's over. Nigga, let it go, nigga. Hold that L, nigga. It's okay. It's all right. Trying to cross that over into some music shit and showing up to his shows and tour. The fuck? What are you, Nino Brown, nigga? Get up out of here with that. That sounds crazy. That sounds nuts, nigga. Horses. Know what I mean? No, that's what we call it. Okay. All right. Booger sugar. Huh? Some of that Nicky Barnes?
No.
Some of that Nicky Barnes, huh?
Not drugs.
Oh, fuck.
Not drugs. Not any drugs.
Drugs is related somehow, nigga.
I know you're dumb.
It's related somehow, nigga. It's either the horses, was it, or you on it, nigga. One of the two. One of the two, nigga. Man, either you on it, or you was. I got no idea what you're saying. I know I'm talking to a stalker. That's crazy. That begged me to react to their music, nigga. That's what I know. He's mad.
You're not giving me a chance.
I can't really control what he says. You're going to have to take 2 L's. Hold that shit.
Oh, is that right?
Yes. What are you gonna walk up on me?
Did I beg
you gonna walk up on me? Yes, you did. Yes, you begged me. Yo, can you react to my music video from 50 years ago, please? Please, could you react to it? Could you So clearly you needed me, nigga. But then yet you can't be honest. You think I'm gonna sit here and let you lie to my supporters? Get the fuck out of here. You said you was a fan of me, right? You loved my work. You loved my work. Well, then you know who Garfield is then, nigga. Do you know who Garfield is?
Tell what's up. So
you love my work.
What it is.
You love my work. All right. So this is part of my work. It's calling out bullshit, nigga. Hold that L, nigga. You love my work. You begged me to fucking interview you or to show your fucking video from forever ago, nigga. Whatever that shit is, because you still couldn't get it off the ground after like 3 to 4 years, nigga. What? And then you come in here and try to dance around and fucking not answer any question directly? Nigga, this whole fucking conversation could have been maybe 2 minutes long, nigga, if you just answered the whole... We could have moved on to the next parts. Nah, I don't want to talk about all with the horses, but then, you know, I went to the supermarket and then I saw him at the tour and then I was texting Buddy. And then I pulled up to a baseball game that I wasn't invited to none of these fucking things. But for some reason, I think I'm owed some shit. You ain't owed nothing, nigga. Take that L, motherfucker. All right, well, what you say earlier, you paid for tickets? You a stalker, right? You said that earlier, right? You paid for tickets? You a stalker, nigga. The fuck out of here with that dumb shit. Fuck out of here. That sounds crazy, nigga. You can't be honest. Stop wasting my time. I'm not reacting to your bullshit ass video. Get the fuck out of here, man. I took too long. I was just, I listened to enough. Ain't no one can ever say I'm for sale. No one can ever say that I'm fucking biased. Ain't no one can ever say I don't like Jelly Roll like that. Get that stalking ass nigga out of here, though. The fuck? Nigga, if I say it's wrong for one side, I'm gonna say it's wrong for the other side. I don't give a fuck if you dissed Adam Calhoun, nigga. You still a clown. Like, what is wrong with you? You was begging me for attention and clout, nigga. And then as soon as I knew you was a stalker, it was over. I was letting you seal your own metaphorical coffin, nigga. The real supporters knew. Things like, oh shit, Garfield is coming, nigga. It's about to happen. It's about, I can see the gears going. BX is not gonna let him get off of that with that bullshit. You right, nigga. Yeah, no, I'm cool. And people always say I be bullying people and I don't let them talk and all this other shit. So I'm like, let me let him say his bullshit for a second. Let's make these connections. Horses. Show simple ass off of here, nigga. Fuck is wrong with you chasing this nigga for horses? Yeah, nigga. Yeah. All right, nigga, I'm from the street. You ain't talking to no fool. You ain't talking to no fool. I know what it is. Hold your L, G. Nigga, you either in that life or you doing this professional. It's either or. Nigga. Chases, nigga. Oh, I just so happen to coincidentally bump into them at a supermarket. I just so happen to be at the baseball game. Was you invited to any of these things? Nah, I wasn't invited. Why was he going? He owed me money. What he owed you money for? Can't talk about that. Can't talk about that. Get out of here. You socked Adam Calhoun in his eye, and that's the only 5 seconds of fame you're getting on this channel, nigga. The fuck out of here. You should have kept it on that. You should have kept it. And I'm still going to use that clip and put it out there of him socking Adam in his eye. And I'm still also going to use the clip of me keeping it real. And getting that stalker up out of here. Appreciate the heck out of the support, the outlaw. He said, another driveway farmer. Word up. Word up. Appreciate the support. That clown up out of here. What do you think was going to happen? What do you think was going to happen? I didn't hear that shit. Yo, fam. I'm sorry. Why don't you just be honest? Like, if the motherfucker was like, yo, okay, I made some dumb decisions. Yeah, I did do some stalking shit. I was wilding. I was upset. I might have believed him. Because he was being honest, right? If he had said that, he didn't say that shit. This nigga was lying and dancing around just for me to get to, oh, so you did get arrested for stalking her. Oh, so no one invited you. So you were stalking him. What? Nigga, like, say if someone want to have a talk with me, right? And I don't want to have no talk with them. No matter what the fucking reason. I don't give, I owe them $5, whatever. If I continuously just avoid them, I let it be known that they can't come near me, I get them escorted out of my show. Like, yo, remove this nigga. I don't want nothing to do with him. I don't give a fuck what it's for. Take that L, nigga. After like the fourth time, man, like, what can I tell you? All right, let's see. Why is he calling me? Is he calling me? Leave me alone. I'm not answering this shit. He about to stalk me now? Blocked. I gotta block you, buddy. I gotta block you, buddy. I gotta block you. I can't do this. I clearly got you off of my line for a reason, sir. That meant I was done talking to you. He's never learned like these social cues, right? You could tell like this is just a weirdo. The way he started off like, yeah, man, he was sleeping on my couch. So when he went to go handle his business, I told him no. Who the fuck are you? No, this nigga inboxed me begging me to go on video with him. I'm okay. I'm all right. I'm blocking this guy. I'm cool. Thank you, sir. Appreciate that. Appreciate that, man. Lying ass nigga, you lucky I talked to you for 2 seconds. You weirdo. I know, my bad. Yo, that's some. He's immediately now I'm about to be his new target for stalking. Now he about to try to stalk me. Apparently he's wanting to slide through according to some in chat. It wouldn't be the first time somebody tried that on me, right? I ain't Adam Calhoun, motherfucker. You better hope nobody that loved me is with me either. Hit the like button, guys. Hit the like button. Somebody said there was a diss track that I'm not listening to diss tracks that's done by anyone who's trying to go after Upchurch, right? As far as me doing it on my live stream, right? I notice now, especially the way that people are inboxing me, asking me to react to their shit, right? I know what type of time it is that people are trying to use me. So now I'm being more careful with who I'm showing love to, you know what I mean? Who I'm reacting to and things like that. I will react to it, not react to it, but I will listen to it on my own time and do a video talking about it and give you guys my opinion. But I'm not playing their audio over here, right? I don't care. I'm not like supported and showing love to people who are going after people that I show love to and support. Period. If you got beef with Upchurch, I ain't reacting to your shit. I might roast you. It's what it is. You got beef with Playboy the Beast, I ain't showing you no love, bro. It is what it is. Right? I'll cook you, I'll roast you, but I'm not going to react to your shit and send people to your music. Right? So if anyone's doing any kind of diss on Upchurch, I ain't trying to hear it. And if I do listen to it and tell you guys what my opinion is, I'm going to do it in a way where they get no clout. I'm not saying names, except like, I guess Adam, we already said his name, so. But like all these other people that's coming out of the fucking bushes to go and try to diss Upchurch, I'm cool. Hey, my name, mom. People are tagging me. Yo, artists are releasing their diss songs on Upchurch and tagging me. Yo, BX, yo, check this. I'm like, what the fuck is what? They like, yeah, talking shit in the tag too, by the way. Clearly, they don't like me. But still tagging me and trying to get me to react to it. Nah, I'm cool. It is what it is. All right. He says included in trash. Okay. All right. I ain't going to listen to it on stream. I will fucking mute the stream and listen.